Hi, I'm Yvonne, student at Concordia University, and I'm here to address learning style myths. Throughout the last half a century or more, there has been extensive research done into learning styles of students. This was meant to aid educators to help to promote absorption, utilization, and learning of new material. Now, the problem is that to label students as having certain learning styles is to do them a great disservice. Factors such as environmental, social, physical, emotional, and personal affect learning. Connections with students, that's what promotes learning. Understanding a student's learning process, not their style, the process of learning. There are, according to some researchers, 71 different types of learning styles. Now that's very concerning. 71 different types. In a classroom of 25 students, which most primary and secondary schools have, 25 learning styles out of 71. Now you've got to take time as an educator to figure out which learning style applies to which child. That's concerning. There are so many different variations. These students all come from different families, different backgrounds, different religious affiliations, and it's all irrelevant. It doesn't matter if it's a child that's getting beat at home or one who gets handed everything and couldn't possibly want for more. It's how we as educators promote the material. If we want to teach a child how to find the state of Florida, we're certainly not just going to describe it, and the description would change. An educator in Canada versus an educator in Georgia would have a different description. But the problem is that should that student move to Pennsylvania, he's not going to understand the geography of the United States. So to teach geography, it comes from a description, which is auditory. It comes from visual, showing them the earth, a map, the continents, and explaining all of things to them through visual and auditory experiences. Then maybe a project of having them to utilize their skills. So now we're involving tactile learning styles. All of these different things, all of these different methods promote learning. It makes neuron connections. It makes stronger memory recall. It is something that good educators should keep in mind. I'm certainly not going to teach an algebra class by just standing in front of a class and reciting an algebraic equation and explaining how to do it. It would be so much easier and more effective if I remember, as with any subject that I'm teaching, that this is a student who has no prior experience, no understanding of what it is that I'm about to teach them. So therefore, I should start at the very beginning, take my time, use various methods of introduction and explanation. That is why learning styles is a myth, because not just one form of learning works with the way our mind works. Our mind works by building connections through neurons and synapses. One style doesn't work. I tell you today that my name is Yvonne, and unless, of course, I tell you again tomorrow, you may not at all recall my name. If you make a connection, my name's Yvonne, and you loved the Addams Family growing up, or I'm sorry, the Munsters growing up, and you liked Yvonne DiCarlo, the actress. Or maybe you recall the Canadian family that had multiple births back in the 50s, I believe, and one of them's name was Yvonne. It's about making those connections. So in any educational process, it's about making those connections. How we introduce the material, how we reinforce the material, and how we utilize the material once we've introduced it to make those connections. That's what's important. There has been so much money spent trying to prove learning styles theories, and it comes down to this: it's nothing more than a myth. Thank you.